I had a homegirl, right? She had an encounter with a guy. She was on him. She hella liked him, whatever. She called me the next day. She was like, yeah, we did woo whoop. And I was like, cool, right? A year or so passes. She meets a guy that she's really serious with. And then she's like, so I was thinking about that one guy I was with, and I think he raped me. And I was like, you totally wanted him. You totally called me. You totally told me all the details. Yeah, like, damn. What do you mean right now? But I think it was like the shame that I think she felt that she allowed herself to go there. And then when she met a serious guy, I think to herself, she was trying to make it seem like he overstepped or whatever. But he was like way tossed and she wasn't way tossed. Like she was fine. I think about like that. And I'm like, God forbid my sons were to have an encounter with a girl. She fully is, you know, fine with things. And then years, months later is like, the shame that I feel is uncomfortable, so I'm just going to say that you took advantage of me. Hell no.
Allegedly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Roster.
Yeah, what is a roster?
What is that?
Okay.
Look at, every time they do this, look at his face.
Oh, yeah.
He is like, he's putting on a brave face, and
He's also, sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
It's incredibly hard for me to place it, but his energy in that group is an energy that I know really, really well. Like, he's not one of the guys at his core.
In his mind.
In his mind.
Correct.
Yeah. And so there's always this level of him trying to prove himself or like be the cool guy. Like, I know it so well, and I can't place who or how or why I know that so well, but
very insightful, Gabrielle, because you're 100% right. And that is one of the things that you see here. Because like here, like he's a funny comedian, right? And a lot of his act was always built around dealing with her. Yeah. But it was like endearing and funny before you realize like, oh man, like she really is like a straight up selfish succubus. And he thinks so little of himself that like he's like completely willing to.
Super insecure.
I could never live with somebody who like sleeps until noon on a Saturday.
That's such a good point. I feel like
it's
lifestyle is like so important, and like those are things that you can pick up on before you decide to move in with somebody.
Women just agree with anything other women say just because they want to be supportive. I don't even know why. It's so stupid. If that guy is working his ass off all week, he doesn't get to sleep in because you don't want him to? Are you kidding me? He doesn't get to rest. And then she's like, yeah, that's such a good point. No, that's a terrible point.
I was a man, every woman would want me because I would just love and cherish them and tell them how beautiful and precious they were and kiss them on their foreheads, play with their hair, buy them gifts, take them to nice dinners, spoil them, worship them, and make sure that every day that they knew that they were the most
Oh, good heavens. Yeah, she don't got a clue in the world. Yeah, she really don't have a clue in this world. Shorty really think if you treat your girl good, that's gonna make her love you. Man, y'all are delusional. My God. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not how it goes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unfortunately, that is not the world we live in. Maybe in La La Land that happens, like, you know, you treat your girl good and she stays loyal and you feel me, and y'all live happily ever after. But in 2025 on Earth, yeah, that's not how it goes, man. You do all these things, a relationship gonna last 6 months max.
Sarah was not easy to. Fred spent 2 years straight on making the band, trying to get that pussy. 2 years straight. All the groupie hoes, all the rappers, I did all that in Fred's face. And Fred denied every last one of them, so Sarah can see him deny it. That's how bad he wanted that woman.
Come
on. I didn't want her that bad.
Come on.
And she looked at me like this, I won't ever give him no pussy. And I was okay with that. See why I ain't get the pussy?
Yeah, you live the life of like, I know I'm not getting it.
So
shit, I'm out here.
But Fred earned the pussy because, and I learned another lesson. If you are away from somebody long enough, somebody else can get that pussy. Sarah's husband was away long enough for her to be vulnerable enough for Fred to get that pussy.
Here's what a wife's job is from a stay-at-home wife. Too many women put emphasis on how they can physically add value to a man, like cooking, cleaning, working, giving him booty, or getting a 5th degree. But he can literally do all of those things by himself or pay someone else to do them for him. No. Your role as a wife is to learn and understand how to control your emotions. Why? Because you can literally build or destroy a man with your feelings. Just ask a happy husband or a divorced man. When you learn your emotions, you can learn his emotions, which is the key to pulling the best man out of him. You'll know his biggest insecurities, his weaknesses, and his triggers because you've identified similar ones within yourself, which means you'll know exactly what to do and say to empower him. But if you can't see past your own trauma in order to see him, you'll use that same power to tear him down in an effort to protect yourself. Not many women know how to do this, so if you want to stand out and be a great wife, take that and apply it.
I like when she said, you've identified and been able to master those same triggers within yourself, so you know how to help him out. A lot of modern women are not going to realize what she just said. This is exactly what a man is doing, but on the provider side. That's what you're expecting a man to do. I want you to be then mastered your finances, mastered your emotions, your communication. That's why you ask him, where are we going on a date? I want you to plan all of that. I want you to be able to master your environment, any situation, and now I want to benefit from that. So let's see what you got. Plan the date, and you show me how you're moving around, where you're going, how you maneuver in certain environments, so that when I get in these environments, you can be a benefit to me. And a man is now saying, okay, I've showed you how I can be a benefit to you, how I maneuver, how I manage. What can you do for me? How do you manage? How do you maneuver? Well, I don't maneuver. I don't need to maneuver. I'm a woman. That's what a lot of these modern women say. And that's why men quit messing with them.
Before you go on that third date, remember, it took you a third date. It took me a 3-5 and a cookout milkshake. That's it, man. You do what you want, that information.
Sis gonna tell me, well, I'm successfully married, and you're just mad because your marriage failed. I say, oh, okay. I said, sis, you might be right, but I want to know how successful your marriage really is. So pull back. It's for every woman who married or in a long-term relationship. Pull back from everything. No love making, no cooking, no cleaning, no nurturing, no ask him how his day was, no feeding into his ego, no taking care of him, no asking him anything like that makes him feel great. Pull back from all of that. Mm-hmm. And when you do,
you know what it is about miserable people? They are always the people who thought that they were bigger than the program and got shown differently. And now they are looking at you wondering why the program is working for you, why you're happy, why you're whole, and they are still miserable. Don't listen to no stupid shit like this. Don't do it. Don't do it. You tried to sabotage Shorty's relationship and she didn't fall for it. You want her to get a divorce like you got a divorce. Me and my wife been together for 12 years, and at times you fall on hard times, and sometimes she had to retract emotionally. Sometimes I had to retract emotionally in order to handle things in our daily life. But to intentionally do those kind of behaviors, it is absolutely diabolical, it's evil, it's selfish, and this is exactly why you're divorced. But imagine your husband says, hey, you know what? I want to find what let me pull back the love. Let me not take care of her. Let me not pay for anything. Let me do it and let her pick up the slack. What kind of selfish, ignorant, you don't need to be married.
You said the man should be the sole provider. Let's say he was to lose his job. Would you guys provide for him while he lost his job?
If he lost his job, he should still have savings, right? And even if he lost his job, he should get work something else.
I agree.
Not like you lose your job, sit at home for 6 months. No, get up and go work, whatever it is, right? Personally, I don't like people who stay at home. Like, you're a man, you can do more work than me. Go work construction.
Or be an Uber driver if you can't find something else. If you want to work, there's always something.
No one's coming to save you, gentlemen. But these women expect you to constantly save them. They deserve the easy life. You are the workhorse. You lost one job, you better make sure you get that second job as fast as possible because she's not prepared to go out there and work for you. There's nothing else to say about that. Simple. This is your reality. The second reality of it is you just don't marry any of these stupid entitled women.
Your thoughts on the following statement? Dating for women is like shopping, while dating for men is like a job interview that he's paying for.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
We feel like they're runner-ups and contestants.
If women have an abundance of choices, would women ever enter an arrangement where they weren't knowingly in control?
No.
So if women are the
That's tough.
choosers, how are men the leaders?
Good question.
Very good
How
question.
can men lead if it's by women's terms?
I have no clue.
Are men leading when they subject themselves to rejection at a woman's discretion?
No.
So then why do we say that men are leaders when women are in control?
We want you guys to lead while we're still in control.
Thank you for being honest.
Good morning. I just woke up. We're gonna get right into it. I'm tired of hearing this line. If you're broke, just say that. You think by saying that shit that does something? It might have done something to a sick, but not no real. You asking me for something that I got that you don't got. So if you're broke, just say that. What y'all talking about? Trying to use that line to make it feel some type of way. You stupid. I don't even know how y'all even let this shit go on too long. Like God knew not to make me a... Speaking of this shit, I go to the beauty supply store to go try to buy some new lashes. So when I start giving my man some neck and we record it, instead of talking outside my neck, instead of begging, instead of complaining, let me go do something. I go in the beauty supply store and I see a whole bunch of pictures on the wall of you. It's always a calling it broke, but she in the beauty supply store on a wall of shame looking like this. Go to your local beauty supply store right now. I bet you see a ghetto in a black and white picture with a sub hairstyle, with a missing eyebrow, with a missing side tooth. You would see that her lips is black and pink if the picture was not in black and white. Right now, I bet you gonna see one of them, and I bet you them same is gonna be on the internet calling one of y'all broke. And then it's always stealing some shit you don't need. Because you stealing a wig for. I would have rather you go to Best Buy, steal a laptop, so you go on Indeed and fill out a job application. Go to Dollar Tree, steal some pens. Go do something. And Target at the bottom office detained for stealing lip gloss. And you don't got $3 for lip gloss, but calling another bro? Shut the up.
Listen to me and listen to me good, because I love you when I say this. Stop shelving them men. You putting good men on the shelf. Because you talking about he too short. He don't weigh enough. His name is weird. He just not your type. Girl, your type is why we here. No shade, because I was that girl before too, baby. When Dota came my way, I was not looking at that man. I almost shelved him. I almost let him being dressed like Justin Bieber get in the way of my true love. Because y'all don't want to look at certain men because they don't look a certain way. They're not a certain height. They're not a certain weight. Well, guess what, honey? The one who is your height probably got you up crying at night. We can't be doing this. I'm speaking from experience. I almost curved this man. And now look at me. Baby, I'm a passenger princess. I don't drive. And my nails? My man. Sweetie, stop shelving these men. You be missing out on good men. How I get the light in the car? My man bought me a mirror. Stop shelving these men.
And essentially what she's saying is quit fighting the system. It's already built. The structure is already there. Quit fighting it. You already got a system that works. What a lot of modern women do is they come in, instead of tweaking the system and finding out ways to enhance the system, they try to change the system altogether. And essentially when they're doing that, they're rejecting who the man is, what he's built. You really don't want a man. You're looking for somebody competent enough to build what you want. That's really what you want. You're looking for a man who has the finances and the competency to build your life how you want it. Oh, I see you built your life like this and you're connected with these people. Okay, well now here's the life that I'm looking for. You take your money, your resources, your time, your energy, and divert all of that to me. That's how it should work. And maybe I'll give you some kids. Maybe I'll be intimate with you. Maybe I'll buy you a smoothie. We'll have to see.
I double the racks, I double my hat, I double the plaques, I double the. I'm going same LeBron, bitch knowing I'm going fashion. I'm going insane this man, I maybe 10 mil on the ass. I'm going vintage tea, I had it.
Watch this wannabe gym influencer get upset that somebody is in her camera shot.
Yes.
Now here comes the expected apology video.
I'm sure many of you haven't even ever seen the inside of a gym, let alone maintain a fitness journey for that long. Which is a shame, because if you focus more on your own health and wellness than spewing hate on the internet, you'd be in a much better place. But that's why you're here. That's why you're on my page. That's why you found me, so that I could help you get a life.
You know, lately I've been trying to keep my personal opinion out of my own videos and just simply presenting the facts to you. But I do want to say this. Nobody's come into your channel, ma'am, for advice or motivation, especially when they're cringe like this video. And trust me, this is cringe. And before your little viral moment, nobody was watching your videos to learn how to better themselves. And no one is spewing hate toward you. They're simply telling you they don't want to be like you. They don't care how you look, what age you are. Nobody wants to be like that. Do better.
So I admitted something to my husband today, which is likely something that your wife is thinking too, or has thought at least once in your marriage. Admitting this to my husband was kind of unwise because I like to keep my cuckoo banana stuff inside, but whatever, it kind of came out. I don't know why goat cheese gets packaged in those logs, so I was making my breakfast sandwich and I was trying to get the goat cheese out to put onto the sourdough toast. It was unwieldy and messy and stuff was flying all over the place and some fell on the floor. And for me, the fact that this goat cheese packaging was so terrible was my husband's fault. And then the fact that it fell on the floor, in my mind, at that exact moment, was my husband's fault. And I made a little sound. I made a little sound when it fell on the ground that brought my husband's attention to the fact that that cheese fell on the ground and that somehow it was his fault. I mean, a rational person would know that if they spilt cheese on the floor, it is really their fault. I don't think that I am completely alone in this idea of blaming someone else for things that I have done.
Oh, trust me, this is something that men are fully aware of because they have experienced the lack of accountability from plenty of women. Honestly, men that are in a relationship or aren't even in a relationship, they're single, this is one of their worst fears. Because who wants to be blamed for everything wrong in somebody else's life? Men do absolutely like fixing things. I talk about that pretty frequently, but he can't fix everything. And it's going to be super frustrating if you think that a man should fix absolutely everything in your life and that you should never have any sort of discomfort. And when you do have a discomfort or frustration, it's all his fault. Now, for this woman in particular, kudos to her for recognizing it. Now, I think she just needs to take it a step further and really take that accountability, apologize to her husband, and move forward with methods to completely avoid this from happening again.
Nah. Good afternoon. Let me tell y'all something. On today's episode of the dumbest shit that bitches say on the internet, this irked me. I'm not even, just watch this.
And let's normalize not telling men what we do for a living. Let's just normalize that. There's no way that I meet you and literally within the first 10 to 5 minutes of you getting my number or knowing me or whatever the case may be, you instantly want to know what I do.
I told y'all dumbest shit I ever heard. So now when you meet, you don't want them to ask about y'all? Aren't y'all dating? Aren't y'all getting to know each other? So what you want him to ask you? What size is your... Let me see your puss, send me a picture. That's the type of question you want him to ask you? Because if he asks you that, what y'all just going to get up here and say, oh, all men is overly sexual, hyper. All they want to do is... So and take his time out his day to get to know you. And y'all still got a problem with that? I'm going to tell y'all this every day. Actually, I'm going to ask y'all this every day. What the do y'all really want for real? I'm going to tell y'all what y'all want. Y'all want it to shut up and just hand y'all money. That's never going to happen. You stink in 20-degree weather, but get on the internet talking like y'all hot. The only thing that's hot is that pussy pot down there in the underarms. Let's stop playing these games. It's time to humble y'all. Y'all think y'all could come around mine with that? You will be going home crying on the 12 bus. No seat, holding onto the pole. No Uber. It's not playing with y'all no more. Shut the fuck up.
There's also way more women on Earth than there are men. So some of us gonna have to choose to not have one. There's 3 women to each man. So that's why it's very hard for a man to be faithful. That's why usually when you meet a man, he's either fresh out of a relationship. Men are never really fully single. And then a lot of us don't want a lot of them too. So that's even less men. Y'all were choosing from the ones that are attractive or they got a good job. Or you're gonna have to choose somebody you don't really like. So that leaves even less men. So now women are competing for like these select few men, and that's why a lot of men cheat. It's so many to choose from. You always hear that like men don't have options, but at the same time I'm always hearing like the ugliest dude ever, like, oh, he cheated on me with like, and it's like two girls that are so beautiful, and it's like, how is this happening? It's happening every day because female desperation is a thing too. Like when you've been alone for a long time and like you had to learn how to love on yourself as a woman, sometimes you just start to accept a lot less, like just for love. That's why you gotta, when you're alone, you have to be cultivating yourself or you're gonna go for like whatever.
Educated women are not the women you want to be with.
Hey, I'm single because I've been married 3 times. Educated women are not the women to be with. Educated women. They are smart. They're good. Yeah. They're good people. I'm not saying anything bad about that, but educated women, their profession, they tend to look at that more than a relationship. When they go to work, they bow to the man that's paying the money. They listen to everything he says, but when they go home, the man at home, they tend to argue with.
If you were in the 50s, you would have thrived.
Oh, absolutely.
See, now...
No, not really, because I'm too dark.
What they do is they see a lot of these companies on a grand scale. They don't see the inner workings and all of the red tape and the back office stuff that the company might be going downhill. But because it looks grand, because it looks big, well, they're doing something that you're not doing. And so I'll gladly submit to be a cog in a wheel or put in a corner and not really be able to use my talents in a company like this because they're big. I want to be on a big ship. I want to be on a boat. I want to be not a little boat, but I want to be on a yacht because that tells me that their lifestyle is better than yours. I'm not going to come back to this small 3-2 when I'm sure the CEO somewhere has a nice mansion. I'm not going to do that. You don't know what you're doing. You have me, and even though it's paid off, even though it's a nice house, even though our cars are paid off, you have me in this small house. It's not a small house. It's relatively big. We have one of the nicest houses in the neighborhood. Yeah, but is it a mansion? That's the type of stuff that they'll say. They're always thinking that they're more superior than the man is. They'll go, oh, he's educated. He's got this type of degree. He's got that type of degree. Not understanding that that man is going to function the same way your man is at home. He's just managing a company. Your man is managing an entire household. He's managing the household. He's got to make sure that the humans develop. Kind of like your CEO has to make sure that he develops talent. They're kind of doing the same thing. The bills need to get paid. Guess what the CEO has to do? Make sure those bills get paid. Make sure those investors, those shareholders get paid. It's a similar concept. Your man is just doing it on a smaller scale. And you know what they're hiring you to do? Help them do it and continue to do it on a bigger scale. Help us to grow. That's what they all say. Guess what your man is bringing you in for? You guessed it. Help me. Help us to grow. Help us to build a legacy. And instead of doing that and having more stake in the quote unquote company, you go take 1% of somebody else and you get your little paycheck. You have more say so in your marriage, 50% at least. You can build. You can do whatever you want. Stop trying to buck the system.
Lala, you're so male-centered. You know I'm my man-centered. I center my life around my baby. Whatever he wants, he gets. I don't care what it is. It's his world. I'm just living in it. If y'all don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. It's a beautiful thing when my baby talks to me all the time. I love that I bring him peace. I love that anytime he needs something, he comes to me. I love when he has a question, he comes to me. I love the fact that he calls me for everything. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I won in life, that everything is revolved around me. I love that. You don't have to love it. If your man wants to call somebody else and you're okay with it, that's cool for you. But I love the fact that I'm his everything, that he's relying on me for most of the things. I be like, baby, you think I'm that smart? You think I could be a lawyer? Knowing damn well I can't. But that gives me a thrill that he thinks I can. He thinks I can be a doctor, then I'm a doctor. Call me Dr. Doolittle. I don't care. You don't like it? Oh well. It's not working out for you.
It's time for men to recognize being a wife and a mother is a full-time job. So if your wife doesn't have dinner ready on time, write her up. Oh. You're her manager. That's your job. If she says she's tired and not in the mood to mess around, let her know that her time off is not approved. That's your job as her manager. If she comes to you crying and says that being a wife and a mother is not fulfilling enough for her, stop her right there. Tell her this could have been an email instead of a face-to-face meeting.
I might have to implement this could have been an email into my household.
Yeah. Anyone try any of these things and report back and let us know how it went for you.
It's another thing you could do with your wife at the house is in terms of managing her is you could approve or deny her expenses.
Yeah. Expenses not approved.
Not approved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to ask.
I'll reimburse you for this one, not this one, this one.
I need to see receipts.
Yeah.
From Jason Aldean's?
Yeah, save your receipts. Yeah.
Okay, because you told him you didn't want him, right? Cool. He took it to the chin, got a new girl. Now you tired of that Miss Incredible suit. How you gonna be mad? You told him you didn't want him. Hold on. This sounds familiar. I'm sick.
Apologize for being late. My wife just died. All right, we've got a lot on the agenda today, so let's begin. Yes, Matthew?
Hey, I'm so sorry. I mean, your wife.
Yeah, well, as you might expect, the pain's unlike anything I've ever experienced before, but we've got a lot to do today, so let's keep moving, okay? Next question, Jim?
Can I ask what happened to Janie, I mean?
Jim, what happened was she died. It was a car accident. We can't just bring the entire nation to a halt because of it. So does anybody have a question for the president?
And is there anything I can do to help?
Cards or flowers can be sent to my office. Thank you.
Do you need anyone to talk to or someone to help you with anything?
People, this subject is not on the agenda today. Believe me, there's nothing I'd like more than to drop down behind this podium and weep. But I can't do this. Why? Because I'm a grown man, I've got a job to do, and so do you. So I'm going to take one more question on the matter of my wife, and then we're moving on, okay? Wilson?
Have you told Bobby and Megan yet?
Well, the children were in the car with their mother at the time. They're at Georgetown University Hospital. Bobby's in a coma, and Megan lost her legs. Okay, next question.
Ladies, stop comparing yourselves to us. We are not the same.
Girl, you ain't seen that fine dude when we first walked in? What fine dude? What you mean what fine dude? The only fine dude that we saw. They all look a little questionable.
Excuse me. I was wondering if I can get to know you and get your number.
No, I'm sorry. Anyways, ain't no fine dude.
No pressure.
Oh, stop. Yeah, I know.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good as well.
How you gonna try to talk to me and then turn around and talk to my homegirl?
You say you weren't interested.
But that don't mean talk to my friend. Like, what's wrong with you?
I found both of y'all attractive. I approached you first, you declined me. I moved on.
You don't think that's weird?
Honey, if you don't want him, I'll take him. I really don't care.
That's not fair.
You put this on yourself. How you gonna get mad at me because I wanna approach your friend? Just because you don't want me down, maybe the person next to you don't want me?
Because I don't want you talking to her. That's my friend.
Oh, now you cock blocking.
Girl, you need to chill out. It's really not that serious.
No, because he's treating you like you a rebound. And he's using you to get back at me. And you're not even seeing how messed up that is.
You like sushi?
I love sushi.
Great, let's go get some.
Come on.
Yeah.
Men saying, I've just decided altogether to avoid women. That it's better to be single, guys. They're almost like happy about the fact that they're gonna make the choice to avoid the entire gender of women because they have yet to actually resolve the war they have within themselves.
It is not because they're fighting a war within themselves. It is because they found peace with themselves. And she was so close. She was just so close to getting there because at least she's recognizing what men are saying. Because they're tired of the complaining, the double standards, the expectations, and the risk of losing everything that they've built. There is no unresolved internal war going on in these men. He just found peace and contentment on his own instead of using that energy and effort on someone else.
The things that I hear them say is, after I married her, she changed. So when I heard this lady saying, you know, we have to do all of this to get a man and keep ourselves this way and be in the dating scene and flirting and all of this, because that's not a part of who you are. Yeah. So why don't you just be what you are and accept the man that comes to you as you naturally are? They typically don't want him.
Why?
Because he doesn't represent the image that they have for themselves in ther mind. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to perform this thing. So now he marries you thinking that you keep yourself up all the time, that you cook, and all of the things that these ladies do. And then all of a sudden, soon as they get the ring, it's like, I don't do this. This is, I can relax, child. I don't have to do this anymore. And so I hear this a lot from men. But we're hearing this woman say this, and she said, I'm tired of performing femininity. Nobody told you to perform it.
Skip to, she cheating on you, she driving your car, blah, blah, blah. What type of foundation did you set? Were you cheating first?
Never.
Hold on. What is hold on. What does your household look like, right? Because a lot of times when a woman starts to wander, there's no discernment in the household. There's no stability. There's no leadership. There's no romance. There's no patience. There's no hello. Let's talk about it. So what kind of household do you have that your woman driving your and going to see another man? And I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm saying is that you are the leader of the household. You are supposed to provide the covenant. You are the shepherd of the household. And so if you look at what your woman is doing, if you follow a happy woman home, you'll find a happy husband that answers the door. So what kind of environment did you create that this woman out here running the streets?
All these posts about, women living in an only woman's town, I would never live with you. Women are not nice to each other. Are very delusional about who y'all be, about y'all behavior. Mm-hmm. A lot of women think that they are upstanding women, but look how y'all treat each other in the real world. Because the same women who are going to like this post are also in a group chat talking about another woman. Once y'all identify another woman as a threat, y'all turn into monsters. Real wicked. And y'all really only like women who y'all see as inferior to you. Yeah. That's why so many women on this app telling other women what to do. Look how y'all gossip, click up, want to compete. Look how y'all treat beautiful women. Yeah. Hell fucking no. Look how y'all raise your sons. And then say niggas ain't, well, who to raise them? How many times have you smiled at a woman and she rolled her eyes at you? Oh, yeah. Or you've been walking down the street and she looked you up and down? Insecure women are very dangerous women. And a lot of women are in denial that they are insecure. A lot of women have false confidence. Women know how to mask very well. A lot of women have a false sense of self. I'm not living in a town with a whole bunch of women who never took the time to face their trauma and walk around playing victim. It does not reflect or show up in the real world. I'm not seeing it. Where y'all at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. That you'll never find me in a women's only town. And if it's going to be a world with only women, please take me out because I don't want to be around women. I cannot stand some of their behavior and they cannot be trusted.
You want me to do all the and up and, do all the catering to him things. And it's like, you're not giving me enough. So am I supposed to keep talking to him? What you mean not giving you enough? I don't feel like he's giving me enough. Enough what? I just feel like you're not giving me enough money and all of that for me to shut up. I don't know how to shut up. You need to shut your fucking mouth. What do you mean? You want money or you want to a good man? I want both. The money is connected to you shutting your mouth, right? So let me tell you something. This was my problem for a long time. I always thought I had to have the last say so, And I never thought I was wrong. And let me tell you something. I had a good man and I lost him. And I lost him because I was so stuck in my ways. I need money, I need this. And he wasn't rich. And I was so used to dating guys who would just spend money on me. But this one guy, he was different. I lost him because I wouldn't shut the fuck up. And he left me and went and got a whole nother woman. And you look at these people and be like, she's stupid. I ain't doing that. You don't have to be a pick me to shut up. You need to let a man lead. Let him lead and let him do him, Let me tell you something. A lot of women ain't got no man because they got so used to doing this themselves. They're so used to seeing their mamas be single mothers. Yeah. And they don't know what it's like to let a man leave the house. Let that man leave the house and shut your fucking mouth. Because let me tell you, you need money. The money is connected to your mouth. And I ain't talking about that mouth. That too, but not that. The money is connected to your mouth. You gotta shut up. You know, when he says, baby, I need you to cook me something. Yes, baby, what you need? If you don't agree with something he says, you let him speak. And you say, baby, I think, you know, maybe we can, was it something I said wrong that triggered you? Or how can I understand you better? You know, it's about your wording. You don't always have to be slick out the mouth. Okay. You have to communicate with him because that mouth is, that's why you ain't getting the money. See, the other guys get the money quick because you don't mean nothing to them. So it's nothing. What's money? Money ain't a thing unless that's what you want.
Just be quiet some of the time. It don't have to be every single time, like she said, that you got to get the last word. I was talking to somebody and it was a woman and we got into a back and forth. And I think I said something because I disagree with what she did. And so I think the night before I said something to her and I expressed how unhappy I was with what she did. And I wasn't rude or nothing. And I showed, hey, this is what you're doing. And I don't appreciate that. She came back, well, this and that, this and that. So that's night one. All right. The second, I said, okay, well, you know, we'll fix it tomorrow. And I did. I did. You know, and you don't got to be rude. You don't got to be disrespectful. But you can be firm and say, hey, this is what I'm expecting from this relationship. And if you don't want to abide by that, that's your prerogative. But I don't have to stay up in your face. And then I went on ahead and did what I was going to do. And immediately after I did it, she hit me up and she was like, why'd you do that? We need to talk about this. What you need to understand is X, Y, and Z. Writing whole paragraphs that I need to understand. And I responded and I said, no, you know what you did wasn't right. You know that. And then after that, I think she might have sent another paragraph back. And I just quit responding. Have not responded to this day. It's a couple of days ago that happened, actually. I'm talking to my wife about it. She's saying, why didn't you respond back? And I said, why? For what? I don't need to get the last word. I said what I needed to say and I'm moving on. I have things to do. I have places to be. My energy needs to go elsewhere. I have money to make. She's an idiot. She's a loser. She's lame. Why would I continue to spend my time and my energy on somebody that don't listen? They can't take constructive criticism. My wife is a little bit frustrated just because she feels like that woman is, and she feels like, you know, you did wrong, so somebody should really put you in your place. But life is going to do that. Life is going to put you in your place. It's not up to me. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm going to move on and do what I need to do. And you're going to come around and see, well, maybe I shouldn't have done to him or said to him what I said or what I did. That's going to be something that you find out. Like she said, you don't always have to get the last word. You don't always have to have the upper hand. Sometimes you can just be quiet, learn what people are saying, and then profit from it.
Hey, baby.
Hey, yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I miss you. You haven't been responsive in like 2 or 3 days. I'm worried. You okay?
Well, I mean, you haven't tried reaching out or anything, so I mean, I've been just fine.
Okay, so I mean, I texted you yesterday.
I didn't get a text.
I texted you. Like, I'm not lying about it. Like, literally texted you.
Okay, all I'm saying is I didn't receive it, and you didn't make any other effort to, you know, try and reach out.
Okay, well, the reason why I'm calling is because I don't see my ticket to come back home, right? Like, where did you put it? Like, did you put my email? Or,
Why did you assume that I was buying your ticket home?
Yes, this video is going to anger some people, and you know we got to get into it. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video unless you just want to hear me do it. From Fake Bougie. This is from a good brother, apparently. He says, hey, happy early birthday, baby. Love you forever. Infinity sign. Let's stop with the infinity sign. Anyway, wishing you many more. I'll be asleep at 12, so telling you now, LOL. $2,000 on the Apple Pay. Sends her $2,000. Her response, thanks, but I'ma send it back. I just feel like we've been together way too long for me to only get $2,000 for my birthday. First of all, somebody get one of my sisters on the phone so they can go beat her up. Yeah, get them on the phone. Any 5 of them, just call one of them. You spend that on food in a month. First of all, get out my pockets. Don't wonder what I spend on my food every month. You ain't spending that. You understand? I'm sending you $2,000. She then goes on to say, and I'm not being ungrateful. That's how you know she knows she's being ungrateful. I just know my worth. Thank you, though, Cavante. I don't have time to discuss why these names, people. Parents, please stop butchering these kids' experiences in school, because this got to get called out. You understand? And I didn't even know that's how you would spell Cavante, but apparently that's how you do it. Thank you, though, Cavante. You've always been sweet. But as men out here really trying to spin a bag on me, since when is $2,000 not a bag? In what world is $2,000 not a bag? 15 cents is a bag if you go in the right grocery store. You mean to tell me you don't appreciate $2,000 of not your money that's gifted to you? It's a gift. All right, he don't owe you this money. This is a gift. He's giving you this before your birthday, low key, because he got to go to sleep before your actual birthday. And you don't appreciate this. First of all, thank you for sending it back. Because now I'm about to go send 500 to 4 girls, you understand? And get way more return on my investment. Shirts are from Tyler Chronicles. Let me tell you something. The disrespect out here is crazy. Ooh, the stuff y'all be going through. Have you gone through something like this? What are your thoughts on what this ungrateful queen, she's not a queen, what are your thoughts on what this ungrateful woman did? She pocket watching him. She telling him this is more than what he spend. This is less than what he spent on food in a month. How much you spending on food? You understand? It could have been $2,000, but you played yourself. Put a quarter in yet.
I mean, the man just paid your rent for the month. Happy birthday. I just paid your rent. Happy birthday. But this is what men are getting from modern women. Maybe not on a $2,000 scale. Maybe she's messing with other dudes. But on a smaller scale of, well, you at least got to pay $100 for my nails. At least $100 for my hair to get done. At least pay $100 towards that. No, I don't know you. We're not exclusive. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. This is why men are walking away from this type of stuff. Ungratefulness.
Why do women post risque pictures for validation at the expense of their own self-worth?
Last time I said anything about this, I got a lot of heat, and I will be very honest in the fact that you can do whatever you want to do with your body. It's not my body. I don't have to agree with it. You don't need my approval, and I don't need yours. At the end of the day, the reason that you feel the need to post it is because you get positive reinforcement for that behavior, right? People can validate you, make you feel good. That's why you post it publicly. What is the feedback loop? You posted your body and you got on. Every time you did it, you probably stopped doing it. You probably wouldn't continue to pursue that thing. So there's something about the external feedback that you get that makes you want to do it more and more and more and more. There's also compounding echo chambers for certain people, one of them being the fitness industry, where people will tell you, mentors, which I think are predatory, and other people in the industry that will say, hey, if you post your body, people will follow you. People will want you to coach them because they like the way that you look. You set the tone for what your target audience wants to be. I don't think that that's good for the coach who's doing so as far as their mental, because if their life ebbs and flows or whatever, they don't fit the norm or the ideal, right? What does that mean? Again, the entire culture would suggest that you should prop yourself up for everybody else to see, and that is empowerment. And anybody who says something about it, somebody like me, is insecure or something. I'm good with my body. I'm good with who I am. I'm good with my values. I'm good with my pillars. I'm good with how I function. I'm good with how I respect myself. I'm good with how I show up. I'm good. Like, you don't have to agree with that. Is you. And you can enjoy doing what you're doing, but I don't have to agree with it. And you don't have to agree with me. And I think my bigger issue around all of this is we are not even willing to hear somebody's opinion who is different than ours without throwing ad hominem attacks about them as a person, right? I can make a statement about women who do this in general as a principle. I can say I don't think that embodies a ton of self-respect. And I do believe the root of it is that you have insecurities that you want other people to prop up, make you feel worthy, showcasing your entire body for the world to see. And I'm not talking about if you wear a nice dress, okay? Like, fine. I'm talking about you're half naked or more than that publicly on the internet where children also engage with these things. I think that is really wrong, my opinion. You don't agree with it. You can say it respectfully, I disagree. Or you can just be like, I don't put that content and I'm going to move on. All right, you don't have to attack me for my beliefs, because you can fight for your life in the comment section. My beliefs and convictions aren't going to change because you want them to. Just like yours may not change because I have a different opinion, and I'm cool with that.
And you know, the beautiful thing about social media for these modern women is that they can do it from the comfort of their own home. I don't have to go out and get validation from dudes, although that's what I want. And I will do that from time to time. That's why I go to the club with my girls. We're getting dressed up tonight. We want the night to be complete with men coming up to us, approaching us, buying us drinks, and just don't get too close. Don't do too much, but definitely be obsessed with me. Not just from afar, but right here in my face. Tell me how pretty I am. Tell me what a goddess I am. But not too close because you're a troll and I don't like you. Social media gives me the ability to post the risque pictures, the not suitable for work pictures, and get all of the attention and the positive reinforcement down in my comments without people getting close to me and touching me. And understandably, a lot of people, if not everyone, loves positive reinforcement. So I think most men get that. It's just, are there not photos that are less risque that you could possibly post other than thirst traps?
Recently, I caught up with an old friend and she was telling me that she got divorced. And I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple and they had been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids and I just...
Oh, it's her friend, not
got
her.
lonely and bored. And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife, and her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, you know, boyfriends, or like they had just got married, and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends, and they did none of that. And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work. Like, you know, they had a big house, they had nice things. Like, he was just trying to work. So they ended up getting divorced. And now, you know, she's single, she lives alone, she's working, and she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun.
We can't win.
They just want to go to the club. They just want to go to the bar. They just want to hang out, have a good time, and then that's it. She said no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's going to help take care of my kids. She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? And she's like, I know. And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like, seriously. They have been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together. She says that he's fully taking care of her. Like, the girl doesn't work, she's a stay-at-home mom. They haven't had any new kids, but they're planning on having kids. And she's pissed because she's like, how can he move on so fast? Like, you know, I can't even find nobody, and he just found someone so quick.
You know, watching a clip like this, it amazes me how a lot of these modern women can't find any business to get into, right? Good business that will help your man to stop working so much. If you see that he's already got it, why don't you then say, I don't want him working so much. Why don't I get on my grind and find something that I can do part-time to possibly bring some more money in so he doesn't have to work as much? But they never do that. Instead, these modern women are perpetually thinking about how to do the wrong thing.
Quickest way to lose 10 pounds.
Go through his phone again. Last time you did that, you couldn't eat. Y'all are going up and down the stairs. If that man told you to go up and down, you would. We shouldn't be using the same washcloth for our face and ass. You listen better when your hair is not done. And some of y'all done heard this before too. Interlock your fingers and put your hands behind your head. Because I train people that are cops and they told me they done pulled people over like you. Drinking and driving. What you ain't supposed to be with. They done told me. Turn your location off, knowing your friend's gonna check it. What happened to your location? I don't know, girl. You at that nigga house. You hot? It's hotter than hell, you keep lying. You ain't got no job or responsibilities. Go grab heavier dumbbells. These are not the monkey bars. Let's go. My generation don't grill no more. Y'all just light the hookah up. Niggas invite you for a cookout, ain't shit lit but the hookah. Priscilla, count it out loud. I'll count it in Spanish if you have to. Ocho, nueve. You ain't here looking like a Valentine's Day card. Run to the line. And listen, ain't nothing wrong with taking a shower before the gym, too. Anybody come in here stinking, I'm charging your card on file. You're like, what is this fee? Don't come in here stinking like that. During the summer, 2 showers a day minimum.
That's your favorite number this week?
What?
30? Everything's 30. 30 pipe. 30 eyebrows. 30, 30, 30.
Shut the hell up and do your workout.
You shut the hell up.
What's your question? Is the whole workout outside? I don't know. You was outside last night and had no problem with it. We would have been done by now, but we ain't listening. Keep going. Darren, unless you're a giraffe and they're going to grow another 8 inches, that's too high. You need a liquid IV and a nap. You've been drinking too much, like somebody's uncle. Your hair was in a ponytail already. Let's go. You put it in a ponytail for a break. You're not low.
I need a little break, Leonard. Catch my breath. You know.
Sound caught to me. Get under the bar.
You didn't take my advisement for gentle training.
You're not my counsel. I don't have to take advice from you.
Winter coming. Pick your favorite liar, snuggle up.
Snuggling up with your favorite liar is crazy.
We've all been here. Don't act like that.
You're saying that weird word a lot, like you French. Woman in Luban, what do you do for a win?
Oopsie.
Slow down. That was your warm up. How do you feel?
I'm tired.
You ready to go?
Home.
Well, you can't. Take care of that plate, just like y'all do when y'all leaving somebody's house on Thanksgiving. You looking left and right like you was crossing the street. Put the weight on the bar and let's move.